Alright guys, on behalf of Steam Contest, this is Adam Blue with BlueGamer.net. Go ahead and check out SteamContest.com. They have brought to me a copy of Ittle Dew on Steam by Ludosity. Ittle Dew, when you first look at it, looks exactly like you would think. It's an old school Zelda, 16-bit Zelda. And when you play it, that's pretty much what it is, although it has a unique twist. So the puzzles you are familiar with in dungeons within these previous Zelda titles are actually what this game's all about, but it takes them to the next level. These are some fantastic puzzles. While there's not a lot of different equipment in the game, there's just a few functions you use to actually play the puzzles. A lot of this is just pushing blocks, freezing, using fire, and it's all very fun and it's very interesting. Now, how the dungeons work, it's not like classic Zelda. You basically go to the shop, you talk to this guy that's going to build you a raft, and then when you want to buy an item that's going to progress you, the game just kind of sends you literally flying through the air to the dungeon. Now, the game is full of humor. It's pretty much just making fun of Zelda and the gameplay style. It looks like you have some sort of little like ferret-winged guy, obviously making fun of Zelda and Navi or whatever the guy's name was in the Tingle, I think it was. But anyway, but the character of the game is actually a female. And even how the game starts off, you're asleep on a raft, and you wake up on this island. Reminds me a lot of Link's Awakening. So many nods to the Zelda games, the design, everything, gameplay. And while there's combat, the game is not combat focused at all. The combat's very light. Even when you have a boss battle, even though you do hit the boss, you are actually using your functions to solve the puzzle required to attack the boss. Now, the rest of the game between dungeons are filled with secrets. There are little holes in the ground, just like in other Zelda titles, and you try to solve that puzzle, and you won't be able to solve them right away. You'll have to get the other items that allow you to solve the puzzles. Now, overall, it's a giant castle that you go to the start of the game, and it requires you to have all your items to finish. The game won't take you too long to beat, only a few hours, but the entire time is fantastic. I would even say, because it's short, it's hard to justify the price that it is currently right now, but at the same time, it is just so fun that you would enjoy it. And at the same time, the graphics here are wonderful. It's hand-drawn graphics. First look, I thought maybe they were like just the cheap hand-drawn graphics someone wanted to get away with, but once you see it in motion, it is very fluid and very beautiful. Ittle Dew is a very fun puzzler game. I don't know if I'd call it an action RPG, but it's a straight-up puzzle game, and it is a lot of fun, and I never really get bored of it. You can find it on Steam. The links will be below in the description.